Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to quickly go through how to compare candidates and sort of a few things that you can think about. Firstly, there's one thing I want to show you now. So as you can see, the names here are rather strange. So everyone has a color and they have an animal. This is of course not the people's real name. It's because that in this part we have anonymized all the candidates. And that is something that you can do here. So there's a toggle version up here. It says anonymize candidates. And if you then untoggle it, you get the real names. And that can be a very useful feature to have when presenting candidates to someone. So when comparing interviews, you can, of course, you simply look at the total interview score. I mean, this is the score that you should maybe put most weight on because it does help you understand that, well, in this case, Max then has the best match against all of the criteria that we decided to look at. So if we look at all of the things that we decided to focus on in this interview, he's matched well, quite well against all of them. And of course, we can deep dive into that and look at Max's scores on the overall criteria, but also look at the specific questions and areas that we've looked at and rated him against. So as you can see, he has a very high score on all of these. But this view is not super easy to get like a comparison view. What you can do is, of course, to open this compare view or press the symbol here, and this one pops up. You can also do like this, and you can add the candidates that you want to compare. So maybe you have 3 final candidates that you want to look more closely into. You press show comparison, and you get into a view that looks like this. So you have all the candidates in rows, columns, sorry. So you can very quickly compare them. And now it's much easier to compare them. And as you can see here, just looking at this, you see that, well, Max has a very high score, but so does Clara on competencies. However, Alex had a lower score on the match against the competencies. So clearly we can see that if we're just looking at competencies, these two will fare quite well. I mean, they have the same score. So they're really good. But if you look deeper into the data, we can see that where Max stands out compared to Clara is when it comes to experience. He has more experience when it comes to prospecting, where Clara has an average amount and Max has a higher amount of experience, previous experience working with that. So he might be able to more quickly get up to speed in this role. So, and that combined then with the fact that he has more, a higher overall scoring or rating. And of course, in this view, you can also anonymize the data. So as you can see, the names changed. Common question is, of course, what is good? What is a good match? And I mean, overall, like this is a very high match. Anything above 80 to 100% is a very high match. Anything between 60 and 79%, I would say, is a high match. And everything between 49 and 60%, that is an average or a good match. And then it starts becoming a lower match. And of course, below 40, I'd say, is as a match where you need to reconsider maybe the person for that specific role.